With all the hype built around Hogwarts Legacy, this game is set to be one of the most exciting games next year. Let's get into 10 things you absolutely need to know about Hogwarts Legacy before the game comes out in February. Number 1 is taming creatures. Hogwarts Legacy will allow players to tame creatures that they find in the game's large open world. Imagine taming a dragon in Hogwarts Legacy. Not only would that be extremely difficult, but would require max taming skills and an extremely powerful witch or wizard. Creatures of all kinds such as the Niffler, the mooncalves, which can be seen during a full moon around the Hogwarts grounds, and Thestrals are just a couple examples of tameable creatures in Hogwarts Legacy. It is not yet clear what these tamed creatures can do or whether they will aid players in combat, but the mechanic will be in the game amongst many different creatures. I made a video of creatures that can be tamed as well as enemies, and that full video is linked in the description if you want to check that out. Number 2, companions. Companions are friends that you will make with classmates and others around Hogwarts. This will allow you to learn new spells, abilities, and advance progression throughout the game. Some of these known companions that we're currently aware of are the following 3. The first companion we know of is Sebastian Sallow. He's a member of Slytherin House and is a pretty cool guy to be around. He's charming and extroverted and won't shy away from any trouble. However, this young Slytherin has a dark secret. His twin sister, Anne, suffers from a mysterious curse, and Sebastian is hellbent on helping her, even if that means dwelling in the dark arts. This is an example of one of the trailers that Hogwarts Legacy has already put out, which is being showed in the background and is available on their channel. The second companion is Natasi Onai. She is a member of Gryffindor House and is a wise young lady who speaks justice over everything else. She is originally from Africa, but had to move to Hogwarts because her mom became the new divination professor. So adapting to this environment will be a huge part of Natasi's story. The third companion is Poppy Sweeting. Poppy belongs to Hufflepuff House. Like most Hufflepuff, Poppy has a heart of gold. She is a sweet, bright, compassionate girl who feels more comfortable among magical beasts than humans. It seems that she will be extremely useful when it comes to learning about the beasts that roam freely outside of Hogwarts. Number 3. Plants. There are a ton of items confirmed to be in Hogwarts Legacy, and this list of plants is absolutely confirmed to be in the game. Mandrakes are a confirmed plant to be in the game. Mandrakes are sentient plants with a root that can cry. This sound is fatal to anyone who hears it, but a mandrake seedling's cry only causes unconsciousness. In Hogwarts Legacy, you can use mandrake seedlings to incapacitate enemies, as shown in this part of the trailer, where your character pulls out a mandrake and causes all the enemies around him to become incapacitated and not able to attack him. Dittany. Dittany is a plant used in potion making due to its powerful healing and restorative powers. In Hogwarts Legacy, you'll be able to grow and collect this. This will be more than likely used for some sort of healing potion. Shrivel figs. Shrivel figs are a plant in one of the trailers. We can see one of the optional companions, Sebastian Swallow, trying to use what looks like a shrivel fig to try and reverse a curse. While it is unknown if you'll be able to gather these plants to make potions, we know they will be making an appearance in the game. Another plant is an unnamed version of this spiky mushroom. The game's gameplay demo features an unnamed mushroom-like plant that's being collected in Hogwarts Castle. It seems like these mushrooms could be used to brew potions or craft some sort of new gear. One of the plants you'll be able to use during combat is a red cabbage-like plant that you launch onto your enemies, dealing damage. It is unclear how many of these plants you will be able to deploy at once, but it'll definitely be more than one. While the name of these cabbage have not been confirmed, they could be Chinese chomping cabbage, a plant known in the wizarding world for its sharp teeth. These can be used around enemies as seen in the gameplay trailer. Venomous Tentacula. You can use the leaves of this plant in potion making, but if you ever find yourself in trouble, you can use Venomous Tentacula's spiked vines to attack your enemies. And finally, Mallowsweet. It's hard to spot this plant during the gameplay demo, but if you look very closely, there it is. Mallowsweet is a magical herb that centaurs burn to inhale its fumes, which helps them to stargaze. Given that centaurs will also be making an appearance in the game, you will likely get Mallowsweet seed from them. Number 4. Talent. There will be a large list of talents in Hogwarts Legacy, of which we've been able to identify at least 50 different talents that will be into the game, divided among 5 main categories. These categories are shown in the trailer as cards on the screen. The ones we've been able to decipher are the Room of Requirement, which is talents that improve the player's abilities in the Room of Requirement. Stealth, which are abilities that make the player more stealthy. This seems to reinforce the idea in the trailer that stealth and invisibility are a large part of the game, in which case sometimes you will have to sneak past enemies without alerting them. Core skills, these are talents that improve your character's effectiveness overall. And 2 unnamed categories that we don't know, one that exists of 7 talents and one that exists of 14 talents. It's safe to say with all these different talents, the amount of content and customizability of your character in the game is going to lead to a ton of different content that you can explore. Number 5. potions. We do know that from the trailers you will be able to brew potions during the potion classes as well as outside of the potion classes in the room of requirement. Brewing this potion includes a series of steps like gathering the ingredients. Gameplay footage shows some of these ingredients will take some real-time minutes to be ready for harvest via growing and other methods. Some of the confirmed potions that we know of are as follows. The unnamed fortifying potion. This potion transforms whoever drinks it into a stone-like version of themselves. Presumably this will protect the wizard who drank the potion for upcoming damage during battles. Next is the WIGGENWELD potion. This potion is used to heal injuries. FELIX potion. This one is a pre-order exclusive bonus, so it seems to only be available to people who pre-order the game, and I believe this is also a PlayStation exclusive. Anyway, the FELIX potion is used to make whoever drinks it extremely lucky for a period of time. This can mean that during looting, as you are extremely lucky, if you drink this potion, you may get better items than you normally would. Finally, the invisibility potion. This potion was briefly seen in the room of requirements during the gameplay demo and also during some of the gameplay. According to Harry Potter lore, this potion is used to make whoever drinks it invisible for a short time. So you can see this potion is more than likely going to be used during some sort of quests or missions in the game where you need to sneak past opponents without being noticed. 6 is spells. There's a ton of content in Hogwarts Legacy, one of which is spells that you will be able to cast. There are a large amount of spells that we 100% know will be in the game, and here's that entire list. If you would like to pause here to read, please feel free. 3 of the notable spells that I wanted to mention are the Crucio Curse. This will inflict excruciating pain on its target, which is why it's known as the Torture Curse. The next spell is Ridiculous. This spell is used against boggarts to force them to take another shape. And one more notable one is Mysterious Magic. This is a spell that we don't exactly know what it is yet, but this is going to be one of the key elements in Hogwarts Legacy story, in the fact that the protagonist can mysteriously conjure magic that not even the Hogwarts professors understand. It is confirmed that you'll be able to use said magic during combat, but the incantations for these spells are still unknown. The Room of Requirement. The Room of Requirement is going to act sort of like a home base for the player, in which you have the ability to grow plants, brew potions, upgrade gear, and visit your vivarium, where you'll be able to build a house and essentially an entire home living space with creatures that you tame, for instance. The Room of Requirement is going to be that home base and is going to be a place you probably visit very often in the game. Which house to choose? There are 4 main houses to choose, and I'll go over these very quickly. Slytherin House. The Slytherin Common Room is a dungeon-like room located in the castle's dungeons. Some areas in this room are underground, so you can see what's happening below the Great Lake through the Common Room's windows. The entrance to this room is hidden behind what appears to be a regular wall. Once a student uses the correct password, a passage appears, revealing the entrance to the room. If you join Slytherin, you can use the patent silver and green garments, such as robes and scarves, as part of your Slytherin uniform. It has been confirmed that certain students will serve as players' companions. It is unclear if you will only have access to the companion that goes to the same house as you do, but if that were the case, then joining Slytherin would secure you Sebastian Swallow as a companion. Next is Gryffindor. The Gryffindor Common Room is where Gryffindors spend their free time or do their homework. To get inside, Gryffindors must find the secret entrance behind the fat lady's portrait and then crawl through a hole to get inside the room. The portrait will only let in those students who know the secret password of the week, so make sure you know it before talking to the fat lady. If you join Gryffindor, you can use gold and red garments, such as robes and scarves, as part of your Gryffindor uniform. If you join Gryffindor, it is a possibility that you will secure Natsai as a companion. Next is Ravenclaw. The Ravenclaw Common Room is in the Ravenclaw Tower, one of the 3 tallest towers in Hogwarts. Ravenclaw's got a fantastic view of the Great Lake, the Forbidden Forest, the Quidditch pitch, and the Herbology greenhouse. This room is described as the airiest one of all the common rooms. It is a wide circular room with a fireplace in the middle and arched windows all over the wall, giving it that spacious and well-lit atmosphere. If you join Ravenclaw, you can use bronze and blue garments as part of your Ravenclaw uniform. Ravenclaw is one of the houses that we do not currently have a confirmed companion for, as one will probably be released during the launch of the game. And finally, Hufflepuff. In their free time, Hufflepuff can be seen hanging out in their common room, located in the Hufflepuff basement near the castle's kitchens. To enter in, Hufflepuffs must tap a specific barrel to the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff. This room is considered one of the coziest common rooms in the castle and is filled with a wide array of colorful plants and flowers. There are also dancing cacti all over the place. If you join Hufflepuff, you can use yellow and black garments as part of your Hufflepuff uniform. If confirmed, then joining Hufflepuff will more than likely secure you Poppy Sweeting as a companion. It is unclear if any of these 4 houses will also additionally give some sort of bonus or exclusive perks for joining the house, but I imagine to some degree it would when the game launches. Editions of the game. All versions have the same base game, but the Deluxe Edition and the Collector's Edition have some notable bonuses. So all of these editions come with the Standard Edition bonuses as long as you pre-order the game. These are going to be the Onyx Hippogriff mount if you pre-order, Also, the FELIX Felicius potion recipe and the Haunted Hogsmeade shop quest. Those last 2 items are sadly PlayStation exclusives. The deluxe edition for an extra $10 comes with all of the aforementioned, but includes a Thestral mount that you can ride, a Dark Arts in-game cosmetic set, the Dark Arts in-game battle arena, and the Dark Arts garrison hat. Essentially a set of Dark Arts gear and items, so if you're playing a Slytherin house character, this would make perfect sense. And finally, the Collector's Edition for $289.99. This includes all the aforementioned items and a couple more DLC items, as well as a few real items as collectibles. That price tag is way too high and not worth it, unless you're an extreme fan that just absolutely loves collecting that stuff. And finally, the official game guide. This is going to be released 1 month after the launch. I'm assuming a bunch of content for this game 1 month in is already going to be out on the internet and YouTube. However, if you're still working on your first playthrough and you don't want to sort through all of that information online, they are releasing an official game guide that should include every single piece of information where it comes to creatures, secrets, anything that will be released, like I said, 1 month after the launch of the game. Make sure you check out my video of some basic things you need to know, as well as a description of all the creatures and enemies that you're going to come across in Hogwarts Legacy, because some of these creatures are stuff I've never seen before, and that's a great tie-in with Fantastical Beasts. Both of those guides will be linked in the description. Please make sure to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment of the thing you look forward to the absolute most in this game. I know we've all been waiting on it a while, and February is not that much longer. This game will be out in no time. Thank you guys. Stay classy.